So hi, I'm Rohit here, and I'm going to help you around to level up your career with SAFe roles. So today I'm going to help you to understand how SAFe is as a framework. It's quite different in the market, okay, and how it can be suitable in a complex working environment. And firstly, SAFe is a scale framework which helps in a complex working environment across. So I have got almost 2 decades of experience into agile ways of working, and from last 10 years, I've been into various capacities. So I've been leading an enterprise transformation and helping a fintech org to go through a scaled ways of working. So with that capacities, I help across working with product owners, scrum masters, portfolio managers, and I also help across business owners and scrum masters day to day. Okay, so with that experience, I'm going to share my expertise with you to help how you could level up your agile journey with SAFe certifications. Okay, good to go. Okay,
Yes, go ahead.
with, with that in the action, I'm sure all of you here who have joined and who would also observe this recording later. Okay, so firstly, welcome to all of you. So today we're going to learn more around how SAFe roles can level up your career. Now, SAFe is one of the frameworks within Agile umbrella, and it really helps for a large organizations when we are working with multiple teams. Okay, so I'm sure most of us would have very well heard about Scrum, Kanban, extreme programming, lean. Okay, so these are all lightweight approaches. So I've just flashed on my screen, which helps across to understand about the agile umbrella, the value belief system. So here, Scrum, Kanban, extreme programming practices like TDD, FDD, these are all lightweight approaches. Okay, now how in today's world these lightweight approaches can level up because we are moving towards a digital era. Okay, so thanks to the all advent of AI and digital revolution. So when we head towards that era, the organizations requires a robust approaches. Okay, because we head towards developing a complex products or services, and that involves a, a clear collaboration and working together. And also, whenever there is a misalignment between strategy and execution, robust approaches help such situations. So, SAFe is one among those robust approaches which we are going to brief through across. And I'm going to take you through how SAFe certifications or SAFe roles can really help you. Okay, with that in the mind, so we have around a good number of SAFe roles spread across in the organization today. The flagship certification about SAFe is SAFe Agilist. Okay, so now this is a course, especially it can be useful for those who are wanting to explore what SAFe itself is. Okay, and also you are a change agent and you are a transformation expert in your organization. So SAFe Agilist is for you. So here you're going to learn about the key art events. Now, what is an art? Art is an agile release train when a group of teams, basically agile teams, work together. That's a very specific term or a nuance of SAFe. So, for anyone who wants to learn around SAFe framework and understand about the art events, which is in line with planning interval, time box. Okay, so this course is for you. Okay, so this could be quite suitable for who are already a budding Scrum Master, project manager, program manager, and you are now wanting to explore a robust approach in your organization. Okay, when I say robust approach, it can be a scaled practices, scaled ways of working. Okay, so within SAFe Agilist, we get a glimpse about how SAFe as a framework is spread out. What are its events, roles, artifacts in depth? We do learn that. And for someone who is leading a lean agile transformation with scale ways of working, this could be a perfect course to take. So usually this is a 2 days course, and most of the SAFe courses are a workshop led, instructor led, and followed by an assessment. So it could be a 2 days to slash 3 days course. Okay, so now for those who are wanting to understand, okay, what after a Scrum Master or a product owner certification, and I want to get into a transformation, or let's say I want to get into coaching, or I want to lead a transformation itself. Yeah, this would be one of the ways to go. Okay, now for those, now let's say I want to understand as I'm just a team member, and I really want to understand what exactly the SAFe nuances are. What are the SAFe team events are? Okay, so what are the art events like PI planning, inspect and adapt, system demo, art sync. So from a team-based role, SAFe practitioner, or we usually call this as SAFe for teams, this is a course for you. Okay, so this really helps for you to understand about the nuances of team execution. Okay, we usually call this as team and technical agility. So how a typical agile team is placed within the SAFe framework and what are typical responsibilities of an agile team, this course is for you. So you'll be able to understand as an individual member of Agile release train. So SAFe Practitioner is the foundational course. As I was just explaining the previous course, the SAFe Agilist is the flagship one. SAFe for Teams is the foundation one. For someone who just want to understand from a team individual or from a team perspective, okay, how can I cope up? SAFe Practitioner is for you. Okay. And then the SAFe Scrum Master is a role-based course, especially who wants to lead a formal Scrum Master path and they wanted to lead, let's say, one or two teams within the robust approach of SAFe. So here you'll learn about certain facilitation techniques. You'll learn what is leadership is all about, what is lean agile is all about. You'll also learn conflict resolution. You'll learn about facilitating the team events. Okay, this course is in the depth of what a SAFe Scrum Master role is, okay, because there is a big difference between leading just a team based Scrum Master versus a SAFe Scrum Master, because a SAFe Scrum Master requires a skill towards large group facilitation. So this course could be a natural level up for those who are exploring to improve your skills towards Scrum Master journey. Okay, I'll take your questions in a while, and I just wanted to just introduce some of these offerings first, and then I'll take through the questions. Now, let's say if you have been in a SAFe environment for a good amount of time and you wanted to now lead the entire Agile release train. Agile release train is all about a group of multiple teams. So the role of release train engineer is all for you. So in a traditional world, we typically refer a program manager or a person who is leading a portfolio or a senior project manager can have a natural transition as a release train engineer. So typically here you're going to learn about agile product delivery. You're going to learn about how do you lead agile release train with its safe art events like PI planning, art sync. Within that, we have a code sync, we have system demo, and we have inspect and adapt. So these are the four events typically the release train engineer is responsible for. And also to facilitate or to entirely own the PI planning itself. So release train engineer has a big role towards that. So for someone who is a safe Scrum Master for a while and they have been working in a safe adopted organization, and also you're quite interested to work with multiple teams, you're also wanting to have a understanding about what is a landscape of how the product strategy versus strategy execution happens, release train engineer is for you. Okay, so typically this is a leadership role, and normally the release train engineer works with scrum masters, product owners, product manager, business owner, solution train engineer. These are the roles they interact with. Okay, and then comes the role of the product owner, product manager. Now, this is again a foundational course for someone who is exploring a product owner product competency in SAFe. So someone has pursued a product owner certification at a team based. Now, what next for you? Yeah, SAFe POPM could be the next bet for you because here you're going to learn about what are some nuances around market rhythms, market influences, okay, how you can contribute towards continuous exploration, how you can help the team towards contributing towards a product roadmap, and how you can support in development of a product or a product services. So you work towards a product ownership and support agile team delivery. So normally the product owner interacts with product manager, scrum master, and agile team members. And sometimes you might need to also work with architect. Okay, so this could be a natural transition for someone who is wanting to take up a role of product owner. Okay, so the next course would be Agile Product Management. Now, this is a advanced level of offering from SAFe towards product management. Now, I have been a SAFe product owner for a while. What next for me? Okay, you could consider this as one of the next set of learning towards product management. So here you're going to learn about design thinking, product strategies. You're going to learn about different product horizons, how you can stitch the business goals into strategy. So you are responsible towards creating a product vision and product roadmap, being a product manager. So this role actually helps understanding the customer needs, developing the product strategy itself, and delivering that value. So this course is actually a 3 days one. Like all other courses, what I was helping across in last 5-10 minutes. Okay, so release train engineer and product management certification is a 3 days one. So someone who is a senior product owner and who really wants to take up as a next steps towards product journey, this course can be definitely for you. Okay, and the next one would be a strategic leader. Okay, so now let's say if you are leading a portfolio and you're also a leader in the organization, what is for you from SAFe? Lean portfolio management is the offering where you'll understand about agile contracting, agile budgeting. Okay, so most of us would have heard about cost center budgeting, right? So here we're going to learn about agile budgeting and costing. So here how a typical portfolio functions. So we're going to learn about strategy and investment funding. We're going to learn about lean governance and also how a typical agile portfolio operations run through. So this particular course really helps towards aligning the strategy into a product execution. Along with its the three dimensions around lean portfolio management competency. It's around lean budgeting and portfolio flow and the agile portfolio operations and strategy and investment funding. So this is a 2 days course. Again, for someone who is a senior leader, okay, and closely working with senior executives, this course could be considered for you. Okay, so lean portfolio management is a course where it helps leading an entire portfolio. Okay, and one portfolio can have multiple value streams. Within that, you can have one or more agile release trains, and each agile release trains can have around 5 to 12 teams as minimum. So you get an opportunity to lead the entire portfolio. Okay, so now let's say if you're an architect in your organization. Okay, so it can be a system architect, a solution architect, or enterprise architect. Does a SAFe course help me here? Yes, SAFe architects can definitely help you. So let's say if you have completed any professional certifications like TOGAF, etc., and now you want to lead a transformation from a technology perspectives in your organization, and you are in a role of a architect in your organization, SAFe architect is for you. So it helps to lean a lean agile transformation in supporting the development of solution or product as a architect. So here you'll be able to work towards engineering strategy and support the business outcomes. So right from the front, you lead through the change and you also help in delivering at scale. So as an architect, you get an opportunity to co-create the continuous delivery pipeline. So anything around DevOps and architecting the overall strategy towards delivery, the architect can definitely one consideration. Now, this is again a 3 days course like Agile Product Management and Release Train Engineer. Okay, so architect, SAFe Architect is also a 3 days course. And then in case, let's say, I really want to understand about the engineering practices or a software engineering nuances, agile software engineering is for you. So today in the AI heavy driven, okay, so how can I adopt shift left practices or let's say engineering principles to build a quality product? So this is again a 3 days course. It helps anyone towards building a continuous delivery pipeline. Also, it helps towards the solid code principles and co-create a test-driven infrastructure as well. For someone who is a agile team engineer, yeah, and you're trying to develop a software or a product, this course can highly benefit you. And here you're going to learn about what is lean, agile, and DevOps all together through a AI flavor. Okay, so these are some of the offerings where in the verge across. Okay, so how I can cope up across. Now, besides this, let's say I'm working in a government organization. Okay, so does SAFe help me to level up my career there? Yes. You have a offering called Leading SAFe for Government. So this is exclusively for those who are working in a government organizations or government aided organizations. Now, hey Rohit, you have been speaking a lot only about software, product, application. What about if I am in a organization where we produce hardwares? Okay, so we don't offer software and services, but we offer hardware. Yeah, so SAFe has a offering for you too. Okay, so we call that as a SAFe for hardware. So if you're a hardware engineer, okay, and you're representing us hardware team, okay, so definitely to explore SAFe for hardware teams. But let's say if you want to lead a transformation in an organization where you're trying to build a hardware components, so SAFe for hardware agilist is the way to go. Okay, now in case if you're a DevOps practitioner, okay, and you want to build a CI CD pipelines, you also want to architect a release strategy. Being a DevOps engineer, okay, so DevOps practitioner is the way to go. So SAFe DevOps practitioner is one of the offering which helps every DevOps engineer. Okay, and this can also be a transition who have been architecting around infrastructure, maintaining the systems, okay, helping in operations, okay, you're following like let's say owning environments and helping integrations. So yeah, SAFe DevOps is a perfect course for you. It's a 2 days course. Okay. And we also have a list of micro credentials. Amongst that, the topmost micro credential could be a advanced Scrum Master. So in case if someone wants to explore, okay, hey, I've been a Scrum Master for a while. I also understand a bit about scale practices. Now, what next for me? Definitely, you can consider advanced Scrum Master. And this is good to be considered for those who are in a verge of moving towards your career path as a program manager, or let's say in from a SAFe context, we call them as a release train engineer. So this could be considered as a foundation for you, and then eventually you can aim towards release train engineer. Okay, and finally we have a trainer credentials as well. Let's say if you are a coach and you want to lead a transformation all by yourself and want to help your organization by coaching scrum masters, product owners, architect, business owners. So SAFe practice consultant could be the course for you to consider. And in case if you want to specialize the advanced courses like advanced scrum master, architect, or let's say advanced product management, you can also explore advanced scrum SAFe practice consultant. Okay, so with that, I just wanted to share that these are the offerings around what SAFe offers and how you can level up, consider across what you're pursuing in your current organization. Okay, how you can fit towards any of these SAFe offerings. Okay, so I have a question here. How PMI ACP is connected to SAFe? Okay, so any similarities? I would not say any similarities, okay, because SAFe has two flavors. All the courses are either a transformation based or a role based. So now PMI ACP is more a agile flavor within a PMI prospects. So I would not call any of the certifications from SAFe is comparable to PMI ACP. So PMI ACP has its own league, and PMI ACP is not a role based. It's purely for someone who wants to explore around project management and lead a portfolio as well.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah, that was from me. Thank you.
yeah. Any questions from you, Soumitra? We have Remy, we have Nishil, Ebenzer.
I have no questions right now.
I am
Okay,
good too.
Actually, could you expand more on the certified trainer?
for which one, Remy?
SAFe certified trainer.
Okay, definitely. And for that, let me just take you through something called implementation roadmap, because this can really help you if you are aiming towards a SAFe trainer. Right, you see here, this is what we usually call it as SAFe practice consultant is a SAFe trainer. So for that, firstly, the recommendation is at least to understand about what is SAFe, explore SAFe. So SAFe Agilist is the foundation course for that. So once you have that, you can start working and train change agents within your organization. What is SAFe is all about. Okay, and with that SAFe expertise in the exploration prospects. Okay, so you can then get into implementing SAFe. So SAFe practice consultant is the trainer credential for someone who is wanting to implement SAFe and for someone who is wanting to lead a transformation like this. So with SAFe practice consultant, which is the trainer credential, right? You can actually lead a transformation by training around process excellence, delivery excellence. You can also lead people excellence. In short, yeah, in this digital age, you can help organizations towards leading portfolio, leading programs towards product ways of working. So as a SAFe practice consultant, you can also help to organize around the value and also set up a implementation plan towards a agile release train launch. So when I say agile release train, it is nothing but a team of agile teams working together towards some common purpose, towards a, let's say, a product or a solution in hand. And as a SAFe practice consultant, the trainer of a SAFe, right? So they can also help to lead SAFe transformations. They can also coach, train product owners. They can also mentor Scrum Masters. They can work with architects, help them to understand around, okay, how can we help the engineering principles and practices and architecture and design towards product development, and also eventually train and coach the teams towards when our art is launched. And once we have the art launched and it is quite sustaining well, how we can coach them towards a better execution. So now for the better execution, definitely you might have a strong software engineering practices and the DevOps pipeline build. So you can also lead such skill development courses as well as a SAFe practice consultant. And then once you have one art successful, then you can explore to capitalize your value streams, how you can expand your agile release trains to value streams to a successful portfolio. And that can help you to accelerate in any organization. So as a SAFe practice consultant, normally you could be responsible to lead a transformation across an entire portfolio. You along with your change agents, who can be like a release train engineer, a Scrum Master, a product owner, a lean portfolio manager. Okay, so these are the people who could partner with you to lead a transformation. Okay, and
Thank
with
you.
SAFe practice consultant credentials, you can lead all, you can coach and train all the foundational and intermediate courses. So except you see if there is no advanced prefix, okay, so you can lead all of those training courses. Okay, any other questions you have around any of the SAFe offerings?
Hi, this is Nishil here.
Yes, Vishal.
So my role is of a project manager, and I've worked as a Scrum Master also before this, and I've done a certification course in SAFe Agilist. So
Okay,
by doing a SAFe Agilist course certification, but I feel I don't have a like what to say a hands-on experience to serve as a SAFe Agilist. So what are the opportunities or what are the positions that I should look for after getting the certifications, but not a practical knowledge? What are the positions I should be open to?
definitely, Vishal. So I would really recommend you could look forward for positions like a Scrum Master in a large organization where frameworks like SAFe or any other scale ways of working is being followed. That could be the topmost role you could look forward. Besides that, you could also explore program manager or a technical program manager role. That could be your second bet. Okay, and besides that, uh, so many organizations these days are looking for transformation consultants as well. So since you have already led teams with agile ways of working, or let's say you're quite practitioner around Scrum, right? You can also help being a change agent and leader transformation. So for me, these three could be the apt roles for you to explore further.
But that goes without experience because it is just a certification I've taken. I have not done any
Yeah,
hands-on experience. That's why. So I was just a bit confused that, as in, what positions I should be offering or like applying to. Uh, as in, I had not coached a larger team as a release train engineer or on like the larger scale safe scaler kind of thing. So what benefit it will get actually, because when you apply it just, I mean, you need to have a practical knowledge also to handle a team on a huge size on a enterprise level, and with certification it's just that you understand the safe in a larger perspective, but then as you carry a certain years of experience, people demand how you drive that across organization on a bigger scale. Some being Scrum Master is like you're leading a team of around 10-20 people. Also project management is same, but when you talk about as a safe, it comes at an enterprise level. So I was wondering, like, just by having certification done, how it will enhance my position of being applying as a agile project manager or program manager, how that will like how would it benefit me, how would I uh, be available to uh, like deliver on those fronts.
okay. So the first and foremost would be definitely you could be in that top candidates where you are supporting a complex product development. Okay, and for that you need to understand some of the robust practices or collaboration practices. So with any of those, like example you just mentioned, SAFe Agilist, right? That could be one of the catalyst courses, right? It can really help to understand around that robust practices. So with that in the hand, Nishal, I would only say that in spite you don't have a experience in a specific role, but it can serve that as a catalyst for you to apply into any of the job roles where they are wanting towards a complex product development nuance. Okay, so you can definitely look forward for such organizations where you work with multiple teams. Okay, when I say you work with multiple teams, you don't need to entirely own that portfolio. Okay, it can be just one or two teams, and you can also act as a change agent, and you can work with those change agent leaders or transformation leaders. Okay, so you can become a change agent too. That's what I was mentioning. So it takes at least good number of years for you to then step up and start leading a portfolio. So I would say, yeah, as a starting step, since you just mentioned that I've been a Scrum Master, I'm also leading a good number of teams. Now it's one step above. You got to start thinking from a landscape, how a typical product ways of working happens, and how typically a value stream development happens. So once you have that landscape knowledge, yeah, then you can have a good understanding about how organization strategy and investment funding, or let's say product management, happens. So that can be way forward for you after that.
Yeah, so as I said, I've done my SAFe Agilist certification, but to be honest, it doesn't give me that confidence into applying for such roles when you mentioned, because honestly, I mean, by doing the certification, it gives you the knowledge about the practices and the value streams and an entire cycle when you have to like lead and coach Scrum Masters also, because it's a one level up scaling, right? Where you oversee
Definitely.
the entire upscaling of handling larger teams, a group of teams at the enterprise level, and basically getting the whole safe practices into implementation. But knowing, getting a knowledge of it is one thing versus executing it, right? Because when you on a ground level and when you have worked as a project manager, scrum master, you kind of run a certain team, but then upscaling without experience is a challenge, right? So my point was that okay, once you've done certification, also you have gained the knowledge more so, but not a practical knowledge of leading a larger chunk of uh, teams. So how would I go about and apply where I can upskill and look for such roles? When you say, obviously, when you have done a certain course like SAFe Agilist, also it falls into that practitioner role when you can also go for SAFe Agile coach or product manager or RTE or program manager. More, like there are various what do you say positions where you can try and apply for. But to be honest, will that work actually? Because you don't have that experience in those positions. It's just certification, right? That's why.
Oh, that's what. So when you're applying to a specific role, if that's a safe adopted organization, definitely they will look at the role expertise. Okay, with SAFe Agilist, as you just rightly mentioned, that you will only have the knowledge about safe transformation and safe framework as a whole. So SAFe Agilist can help you to explore in depth about the safe practices and events. It will give you knowledge about how a complex organization and a large scale organization works. And that would be a step by step process, Nishira. Okay, so you got to get into a role. Okay, with SAFe Agilist, I've seen people getting bagging roles with as a safe Scrum Master. Okay, that's the most commonest. Either then it could be a business analyst or a product owner. That could be the uh, a look forward for you in case if you're interested in the product development. And with that, then you, if you understand about the large organization operating model and nuances, then you can look forward about what is your trajectory and the career path. Then you can get into the specializations, as you just mentioned, across either RT or a LPM or leading a portfolio. Okay, so experience will have to be developed initial. With certification in hand, you will definitely have the knowledge, but experience will have to be gained through when you are in such a complex working environment. So you got to be confident when you're applying the role that, okay, yeah, this is how it could lead in a complex environment, and I have that equipped skills to support and partner and bring that change transformation in such volatile environments.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I got it. Thanks, Rohit.
Okay, any other questions? Vinta, you had any other question? Okay, so if we don't have any other questions, okay, so that is all I had as a glimpse. I wanted to just present to you how with SAFe offerings you can level up your career with in this digital era of AI and data. Okay, thank you all. Cheers. Good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.